I don't know, but...
No, you know what you need, Chantal? You need to get your butt out of the Middle East. You need to go back to Canada, and you need to start living a life that isn't just a big scam. I mean, this is silly. You're going to be 40 years old. You're out here, I mean, following some 29-year-old thinking that he's going to love you and marry you and make a life with you and whatever. Girl, come on. He laughs at you. He makes fun of you. I mean, why do you think you're over there with him? Because you guys are living it up? I mean, yeah, you really look like you're living it up. You really look like you're happy. What you need to do is you need to go back to Canada. You need to start putting in hard work. And you need to, if a relationship is really what you want, if that's your end game in life, I know it is for some people. If that's really what you want, someone to love you, someone to call you baby, someone to give you affirmations, whatever. I mean, slow steps. I mean, whatever. Get on the dating apps, work on yourself, get back to a point where you can walk for more than a minute without getting dizzy. I mean, that would, if I were that in that place, that would be my number one priority. Not who's going to call me baby when I put my head down at night. I mean, girl, come on. I mean, you're not going to be able to heal in this environment, let alone thrive. You're talking about energy. You're sitting here telling us how you're about to fall asleep.
So you're getting help. And you want to dunk on Chantel? And that's why I think Shannon and FFG's chemistry is so beautiful, because they're so similar. FFG has to be the hero. That's why she has to always dunk on Chantel with something. Like when she did the thing with BBJ, I stand on this. She did her big one. She did her big one with that one, especially with the way Chantel was running her mouth, talking about FFG's dogs and all. When I saw her pull that off, I said, leave it to Chantel to have me applaud FFG. I was pissed. I was like, oh, this was so good. She trolled the fuck out of you. Oh my God. So, just so we're clear, and you heard it here first. What happened with BBJ, rescuing BBJ? The BBJ rescue to FFG will be with the 89 LBs are to Amber. You will always hear about it for years to come. Always. That's never going to die. She did her big one. She had to make it public. And for those saying, oh, it's for the money, I think you guys forget, I've said this before, multiple things can be right at once. She did her big one and definitely helped BBJ, because at this point, I think almost anybody's better than Chantel. But yes, of course it was for the money. If it wasn't for the money, she wouldn't have made it public. Of course it was for the money. Are you kidding? The bitch held she shopped for BBJ's collar on stream. She shopped for a cat to get a Gucci collar for a cat. Of course it was for money. But I'm not going to take away the fact that, like, at least she got BBJ. But yes, it was for money. Yes, it was for content. Are you crazy? That is her 89 LBs, bitch. She is never letting that go. That will always be content in some way.
Isms. So, French fried girls should be worried because Chantal was threatening to sue again. Shadowed that she might have returned to Canada to handle some other business, and she would handle that while she was there. I would be terrified if I was French fried girl. So terrified. This is the woman who couldn't even make a vet appointment, and she's going to coordinate a multi-person lawsuit because she felt duped about her cat being given to somebody else. By her to somebody else. But she couldn't tell you who because the selfish bitch wouldn't even walk down the stairs to go say bye. She handed it to Pete's. Again, many reasons we can't follow through with our commitments. So, and Chantal doesn't have much tolerance for distress or discomfort. If something isn't exactly the way she wants to eat it, she's not going to eat it. If it's not the right temperature, she's not going to eat it. So you would think someone as large as her would be much more picky. But, or would be much less picky. But actually, some of the more morbidly obese people I know are rather picky about their food. And, like other folks who deal with addiction, can get pretty nasty if they don't get what they want. How many people think that they've probably fought about food a couple times already? I'm sure he was fine with her coming over, but she farted out a bunch of promises initially that she was I'm gonna go to the gym and lose weight, and it'll be great, and I'll be going to the beach, and we'll be travel beezing. If you're too fat for a plane, you gotta do something. because now you can't even get out of there in a hurry if you need to. There's no shame in buying 2 plain seats if you need them, but if you don't like that you need them, or that you're cutting it close to needing them, whose job is it to change the shape of Chantal's body? Yours? Mine? A pill? Some Ozempic? No, it comes down to Chantal and what she chooses to do. At this point, she's had more resources and opportunities and access to treatment over the years that most people don't give a shit how she feels, or that she probably can't handle all of her ADLs maybe on her own, because she was always such a nasty, self-centered person that her discomfort brings people pleasure. We've heard of schadenfreude. You know, it's the same sort of thing. I don't
So we saw some boats pass by while we were hanging out by the riverside and decided after we were done hanging out by the river to see if we could find a dock and take a boat ride ourselves. On our way,
it was his hard-earned money to try to buy her food that would support her health. And then either she ordered it without him, or he came to reason of, look, I don't love you so much that $250 isn't worth risking your health to me. So if you really love me, Chantal, really, really love me, you'll go on there, eat yourself half to death, and give me the cash. So, I don't know. And she wants privacy. Okay. And where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? Where's your husband? He's out with the boys. Thailand, from what I understand, has a very, very active sex scene. So, I'm sure he'll text you. But at any rate, this week we're going to... But she's sitting there, not a lot of people around, but it was the old eyes darting. Remember the outhouse? Or going for Burger King and then sitting in the parking lot, full face of makeup, looking all over the place to see who's looking and who's watching. She's out proud and doesn't care, but hawks like she's ashamed of what she's engaging in. So when she's sitting there with Sala eating, and there's people, you know, not a lot of people, because they go everywhere when it's closed. She's afraid of people, and they want to be able to film, and they're weird. They're weird. She likes getting attention, but standing out doesn't really, like, I think she probably feels like people are staring, because they are staring. It's a spectacle. She's 4 times the size of a normal woman. So I think people are going to stare. That shouldn't be unexpected. Is it rude? Is it cruel? I don't know. Bottom line, it shouldn't be unexpected. And to act shocked would be kind of stupid as well. You've read about it a little bit and saw it on TikTok. Please look better after yourself. Take better care of yourself. If not you, for your husband that you told us you loved so much. How much do you love him if you're willing to eat yourself to death because it's too difficult to try to get better beyond 36 hours? If you're not a 12-stepper, but the bondage of self. She's so obsessed with meeting her own wants and needs that she, to her inadvertently, steps on people and hurts people in that way. There's another side of Chantal that is a complete sociopath and pretty much doesn't care about feelings, doesn't know how to act. That's why we had the wedding cake and candles and she erupted like she was going to shit her pants, because she doesn't know what happiness feels like, so she doesn't demonstrate what it looks like. She doesn't know love. She doesn't know any of those feelings. And so with all this spinning in her head, her marriage on the line, her citizenship being up, she goes on a diet.
One, I'm pretty, okay? That has a lot, and I don't mean that to be conceited. I'm being very matter of fact. Being pretty gets you a lot of privilege. I'm just saying, you can get away with a lot if you're pretty. Number one, I'm pretty.
Okay, guys, so this is the trailer for Femme. It's been released in Europe, but it's out. It's a thriller, and I've seen it. It's a fantastic film. It is out in Spain, and it is out in the US on March the 22nd. So here is the trailer.
in his high heels. Well, you can turn around if you're a fucking man. You're letting them win.
How you want to deal with that?
I think you're a nice looking lad. On your front. I'm a nice guy. If you disrespect me, fuck you up. I get that. Yeah, I'm the same. Oh, you know. You're a fucking big man. I best remember not to fuck with you then.
Hi guys, and welcome to Taylor Talk. So guys, I wasn't even gonna do a video because I've just done one about Foodie being a hypocrite and how she destroys friendships. But Foodie constantly, every now and again when she's trying to reinvent herself, Foodie constantly goes like, why do people like say that I'm a racist? Oh my god, I'm not like that. You know, like completely forgetting about her past. But I need to talk about this new sock account that has just come up on her channel, and I haven't seen this person before. Now I would assume that this was her, except that this account was 7 years ago. So it was made 7 years ago. So this person is called Realest Joke in the Dumpster 5172. And they say they're on Foodie's channel. They've made it about 3 comments, give or take. And it's pretty much a copy and paste of the kind of the same comment with a peace and love attached. So this is the one that I saw that kind of piqued my interest and was like, okay. They say, hi Foodie, appreciate your videos. As a black man living in the hood, I love chicken wings, extra crispy with hot sauce, pork fried, and Coca-Cola, hood style. Okay, if you click on his comments, it's the other 2 that he's made are, I'm so glad you're at peace and enjoying life as a black man in the hood. I wish peace and love. As a black man in the hood, I love your videos. And okay, usually you never hear comments like that are constantly saying that their race and where they live. So that kind of okay, red flag. So red flag number 2 is you click on this person's profile and they have a gorilla and they have a gorilla picture as their profile. So they are constantly saying that they are a black man in the hood and their profile picture is a gorilla. So guys, it's blatantly obvious that this person who is, let's take a look, who is the realest joke in the dumpster, is clearly doing digital blackface, where somebody of another race or culture pretends to be somebody of another race or culture online. And this is why people still say that you're a racist, Foodie. 1, because of that racist rant about Allah's wife in Kuwait. 2, you doxed Allah's wife, who's a woman of colour, because you wanted racist incels like yourself to attack her. And 3, you allow racist profiles on your platform to parade around in your comment section. Now, I don't know whether you're really digging down and exploiting your racist attitude because you want Salah, your husband, your gold digger, to forget that you were banging a black man for 6 years. But this profile issue here is why people call you a racist piece of trash, Foodie. Because we all know that you go over your comments with a fine-tooth comb because you have no life, no hobbies, no friends, and no husband. So the fact that someone, a concerned beezer, can't, ask about your diet or give you exercise tips or ask you online what happened to your water fast, what happened to your fruit fast, and those comments get deleted. But you allow a blatantly racist profile on your page, and it's not like you ignore them. You engage with them, you heart their comments, you like their comments, and you talk to them. You talk to this profile knowing that they're extremely racist, and it's a sock account of digital blackface. It's a fake account, basically, a fake racist account. And if you were really turning over a new leaf, these comments by the realest joke in the dumpster, they would have been deleted days ago. They should already be deleted if you were turning over a new leaf. I shouldn't be able to read them. I shouldn't be able to see their profile. The fact that a racist profile is in your good graces, the fact that you're constantly talking and in communication with a racist profile, pretty much like you did with Citron Dream and the whole Charlie Gold situation. You've been called out about this before. The fact that you're still aligning yourself with racist profiles still proves that you are a prideful bigot that wears your racism like a badge of honor. And it's also proof that you're always going to be a racist and you're not going to change. It's also clear that your gold-digging boyfriend feels the same way because he's never confronted you or talked to you about your racist attitude, because he's also racist as well. You two were literally made for each other because you and Salah have the same sense of humour, the same racist attitude, the same homophobic and transphobic attitude, and you two are literally the same person. So that, in a nutshell, Foodie, is why people still know and are still 100% sure that you're a racist piece of trash. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. It's just a short one because I wasn't even intending to do one today. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you in the next one.